In an upcoming Coronation Street storyline, Shauna Platt, Julia Golding, faces heartbreak as she learns her estranged son, Clayton Hibbs, Callum Harrison, has been rushed to the hospital in serious condition. This revelation brings back painful memories and adds further tension to her already strained marriage to David Platt, Jack P. Shepherd. Clayton's dark history on the cobbles is unforgettable for longtime Coronation Street fans. In a shocking scene back in 2016, he brutally murdered David's wife, Killy, Paula Lane, in broad daylight. This crime shattered David, and since then, Clayton has remained behind bars. Shauna's complex relationship with her son became even more difficult after her memory loss in 2020. Vulnerable and confused, she met with Clayton, who attempted to manipulate her into believing David was dangerous. Despite Clayton's efforts, David and Shauna made a mutual decision to avoid all mention of him, hoping to leave the traumatic past behind and move forward as a couple. However, this dark chapter is set to be reopened when David unexpectedly receives a call from Clayton. Shocked by the contact, David keeps it a secret, going as far as accepting a visiting order to meet Clayton in prison without informing Shauna. As tension mounts, David confides in his brother, Nick Tisley, Ben Price, who advises him to tell Shauna the truth. Nick warns that Shauna will inevitably learn of Clayton's contact and suggests it's better to come clean now. David, however, chooses not to heed Nick's advice and goes behind Shauna's back, intent on keeping her in the dark for as long as possible. Things take a dramatic turn when Shauna receives an unexpected visit from the police, who inform her that Clayton is in the hospital in serious condition. Julia Golding, who plays Shauna, explains that her character is immediately thrown into a panic. Shauna races home in a blind panic, upset and apprehensive to even mention Clayton in front of David, Julia says. She's torn between her complicated feelings for her son and her commitment to David, but her motherly instincts take over, pushing her to prioritize Clayton's well-being. Desperate to see him, she rushes to the hospital without a second thought. The emotional turmoil for Shauna only deepens when she arrives at the hospital and learns that Clayton is furious with her. She's devastated to find out that he doesn't want to see her and is incredibly hostile, screaming at her to leave. Adding to her confusion, Shauna realizes that Clayton and the prison authorities had tried reaching out to her multiple times but were blocked, something David has hidden from her. Julia reveals she can't understand why he's so angry and just wants to be with her son. At this point, she knows he tried to take his own life but can't figure out why, and she has no idea why she wasn't informed. As Shauna pieces together the situation, she is horrified by the possibility that David's actions may have inadvertently contributed to Clayton's suicide attempt. The betrayal strikes at the core of her marriage, and with each revelation, it becomes clear that the truth will be difficult for Shauna to bear. Julia Golding hints at the potential impact on Shauna and David's relationship, saying, "When Shauna finds out her husband has been gaslighting her and had a part in Clayton trying to take his own life, I dread to think what she's going to do, but I don't think she'll take it lying down." The unfolding storyline promises intense drama as Shauna grapples with the reality of David's deception and the possible consequences for their marriage. David's decision to conceal Clayton's attempts to contact Shauna and his secret visit to the prison has shaken the foundation of trust between them, and Shauna's reaction could be explosive. For a couple already dealing with numerous challenges, this latest crisis could bring them to the breaking point. Beyond the impact on David and Shauna, Clayton's suicide attempt forces Shauna to confront unresolved feelings about her son. Though Clayton's actions have caused immeasurable pain, Shauna's protective instincts as a mother remain intact. Yet as she tries to reconcile her role as a mother with her loyalty to David, she faces an impossible choice. Her son's trauma and anger suggest that the past is far from forgotten, and Shauna must confront the emotional scars Clayton's actions have left on her family. As the storyline progresses, Coronation Street fans are sure to be captivated by the tension between David and Shauna. With so much at stake, viewers are left to wonder if Shauna can forgive David's betrayal, or if this will be the final blow to their fragile marriage. Meanwhile, Clayton's future remains uncertain, and Shauna's quest to understand her son's suffering may pull her further into an emotional spiral that will leave lasting repercussions on the Cobbles.